With almost 7,000 MP candidates and as many as 63 prime ministerial candidates, it seems there is no shortage of choices for voters in the upcoming election. But why are there so many people who confess that they are still undecided?
I would think that those people whom you talk with and right now are still indecisive of who to be electing. I think they are reasonable voters. The reason that they are reasonable voters to me is because they are thinking that all the 63 or all the 7,000 candidates that are now campaigning tend to only propose the populist policies. So they are in a situation in which they don't know where to turn to. Because presumably the rational voters will think rationally. And in terms of the budget, in terms of the discipline for budgetary, monetary, and spending, that will be bad. So they don't know whom to choose because once they elect this party that vow to give that much money, this party that promised to support this sort of program and it's again using money. That's why they can't turn anywhere. You have 70 political parties. You have 7,000 some candidates for member of parliament. You have 63 prime minister being proposed, but you don't see the rigid policy. You don't see the promising policies, and you don't see the proposal that will be bringing the country towards economic stability. So I think that's why they told you that we're indecisive. We don't know who to choose because. But if you talk to those people who I don't want to say that they're irrational or they're unreasonable, but let's say that they're less reasonable, they're less rational. They will say, okay, we will take this party because why? It's a big party. They have history. Historically, they've been doing well and they're paid well.
The upcoming election is seen as being crucial to Thailand's political future. But the big question is whether it can put an end to the political polarization that has divided the country for years. And what is Dr. Jade's post-election best-case scenario?
I think the best outcome is that each of the party being elected, in the end, when they form government together, the coalition on the governmental side and the coalition on the opposition side does not outnumber each other that much.
Should be some kind of balance.
Yeah, for example, on the governmental side, they have about 280, and 220 on the opposition side. When the parliament is working together, the policy that would be formed into the parliamentary policy in order to work together with the governmental policy will be geared towards keeping what they have been proposing, vowing to the people that they would be delivering. Then the opposition with 220 spread into all the commissions. They will have to work, let's say, in terms of human rights, in terms of economics, in terms of education, in terms of military and all these things, towards what policies they were proposing to the people. The government, though they have 280, but when they are in each of the commissions, they don't outnumber the opposition because they will have to share in the commissions. When they come to the House itself, working together will be as parliamentary as a whole because the number. Then when they want to control the government, they have to be very careful because if the parliamentary on the governmental side control the government too much, then the government, especially some of the parties, may hit back by joining together with the opposition and turn them down, switch, set up a new government.
For the first time, Article 112, or Lese Majesty Law, has become an election campaign issue, with Move Forward Party taking the lead in demanding its amendment. Is the move paving the way for a healthy debate on this sensitive issue, or will it exacerbate the political polarization?
Well, I was hoping when Kun Pitha and Dr. Piyabut had a quarrel, I don't know how much they were in argument. I felt that the country would be a little bit in good situation. Because if Kun Pitha can actually bring himself away from the ideology that Dr. Piyabut has, then he will be a politician delivering some promise to the people. Let's say if people would want to comment on the monarchy, comment on the king, and stop at commenting, then I think they will have this promise from Kun Pitha. He will be in this dialogue together with others around the country to try to ease the tension and try to bring about the reality of liberty on this matter. Therefore, if you want to comment and we understand what does it mean to comment, then that's fine. If there's some issue that you want to know, you want to understand monarchically, then it can be asked. You can even ask those institutions that work for the king, things like this. Okay, but they later on join hand in hand. Okay, and it seemed that it's unclear. What does Cao Kai really want? Do they want abolishing? Okay, elimination of Section 112, or they just want amendment, or they want revision? What do they want? It's not clear. If Cao Kai come out clearly and it's not clinging towards anyone outside of the party, but they stand on themselves to say that no one say nothing more from Cao Kai,